been a while since I last made a video, but I just wanted to make one to show you guys how I make lentil tofu. I use this brand. Might be backwards, but so you take a cup of lentils, get you a bowl, put it in a bowl, and I rinse it. And then what you're gonna do is boil you some water, and then we're gonna cover them in the water and let them sit and come to room temperature. So let me go rinse these off real quick. I got them all rinsed, and now we're gonna take our boiling water and just cover them, and then we're gonna bring that to room temperature, let the water come to room temperature. Probably takes like 10 minutes maybe. So I timed it, and it actually took 20 minutes to cool down and come to room temperature. So you see that they kind of like swell up a little bit then, and they're like a little bit soft. But what you're gonna do now is drain this water off. Then you're gonna put them in a blender. Now that you have your lentils in your blender, you can add your seasonings now, or I mean you can leave it like that, but I like to put my seasonings in now. So I should have got them first. I'm using my tofu to make like a bacon type of, I don't know, just bacon. So I'm gonna put it in like a wrap, like a bacon wrap. So I'm putting onion powder, bouillon, garlic, salt, because I don't have garlic powder, so just a little garlic salt, and then smoked paprika. Did I say bouillon? And then a little bit of sazon. So along with my seasonings, I like to put liquid smoke. I know it's backwards, but you guys can see the containers and stuff. I put 1 teaspoon. This is a half teaspoon I'm using. Normally just a teaspoon I use. And then we're gonna put water on top of it, and we're gonna puree it. So let me actually measure out how much water so that I can tell you guys the right amount. So 1 cup of lentils gets you here. Let's see if this is 2 cups of water. I'm gonna make sure you cover the lentils. 2 cups of water? Maybe we'll do 2.5. So let's try another half. Yeah, I think between 2 cups and 2.5 cups. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this, and I'll show you what the consistency is supposed to look like once you're done. I may have added too much water, but it should be along the lines of this, like maybe just like a little bit thicker than this consistency. And then you're gonna get you a pot, sauce pot or whatever can fit this. Let me get my pot. I just use this. Don't come from my pot, okay? It's coming along and it's been doing just fine. So just put it in the pot. Ooh, can you guys see? Just put it in there. Yeah, I made mine a little too wet, but that's okay. The water will cook off. So what you're gonna do is put this on like medium heat, and then it'll start to like sputter, and you're just gonna continuously mix it until it becomes like a very thick paste. I'll show you what it looks like. Right, here it is after like 3 minutes of mixing it on medium. It's like slightly above medium, and I'll just turn it. Now it's on medium, but you see it's sputtering. See, it's sputtering a little bit. So you're gonna continue to mix it until it's becomes thicker. But this is the part that I was telling you, it didn't matter that I put just a little bit too much water, because it's gonna boil out anyway. And you're gonna basically just dry it out, cook out all the water until it becomes thick, and then I'll come back and show you what it's supposed to look like, the thickness of it. This is what the consistency is now. If you want like a tofu that kind of crumbles to make like a ground beef type of, you know, for anything that you would want to mimic ground beef for, you can maybe stop here and then put it in your pan and let it set. But I like mine to be more firm, since I'm going to be making bacon out of it, and I need it to be firm for when I cut it. But I'm going to keep going to dry it out, and then I'll be back. It doesn't look too appealing, but I promise you it will taste better than it looks right now once you make it into whatever you're making it into. But this is a consistency that I think I'm going for. I like stiff peaks. See that? Sorry, I don't know if I was in the camera. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off now. And you're gonna take your pot or whatever desired shape you want your tofu to be. Square pots, whatever. I just normally use one of these. I think I might have a little bit too much for it. So the leftover, I'm gonna put in one of my daughter's mini loaf pans. So let me put you guys down here. bring you to here to see the pan. And then, oh, I think this might be enough. And then just put it in your pan. Like that. And then smooth it out. And let it sit. And then sometimes I'll like put this on like an oven mitt or something and put it right in the fridge to let it come to room temperature and set. Or I'll just let it cool down a little bit and then put it in the fridge. But because I need this like right away, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the fridge, and then once it sets, I'll come back and show you guys what it should look like. Now you would normally let it sit overnight or for a couple hours, but mine has solidified and cooled. It's pretty firm. I like it. I like to sit it overnight because I like how firm it gets overnight. But let's cut into it and you'll see the texture. So what I normally do, I just take my pan and I flip it, and it flips out. Now let's see how firm it is. See? And it worked. And then you cut them to your desired thickness, and then I just fry them up in oil. I don't have oil right now, so I'll use butter. But yeah, lentil tofu. And the thinner you cut it, the crunchier it'll be when you pan sear it, fry it, or whatever. So I guess I'll do one to let you guys see how it crisps up. Along with your seasoning your tofu, like when you go to blend it, I forgot to tell you guys that you can make a tofu marinade to like further season it, so like it can soak up some more seasoning. Normally I would use oil, but since I don't have any oil, I've been using butter, and I think I like the butter better. So just melt your butter in the pan and lay your slices down. These thin ones, they're gonna be super crunchy. Yeah, I'll show you that when it's done. I thought I was recording and I wasn't, but this is what's left of the thinner piece that I cut, and it's pretty crunchy. I don't know if you can hear the crunch, but the thinner you cut it, the more crunchy that they will be. This is one that's thicker, just thicker, and it's still pretty good. Not much of a crunch, but it still has like a slightly crisp outer, slightly crisp. There you go. I hope my instructions were clear enough to follow along. But yeah, that's how I make my lentil tofu.